Hey, what is up, everybody? It's Zach, aka Keats39 here to bring you another NBA DFS slate. Um, I already have a ton of news, unless some drastic things happen, or like pretty sure I have what my starting lineups or the starts to my lineups are going to look like. Um, so it's always fun, but also means it's going to be very chalky. So expect some very high scoring slates tonight. Um, so the first thing we're going to look into here, we know there's no LeBron, no AD. I'm almost positive this is the first game he's missed all year, even though he said he planned on like kind of taking it easy. So we really only have preseason to go off like what to look at this. Um, so when you look at the preseason, when this is like the same situation, obviously it was a little different because there's nothing on the line. But and no Gasol as well. He also didn't play in the preseason. So this is kind of like what they rolled out there. You saw Horton Tucker kind of took over as the main guy. Um, it'll be a little different because Schroeder will play a lot more minutes. I expect they're going to need him to dominate the ball. Um, but yeah, like you're going to see a lot of Kyle Kuzma, like 38 minutes if he's active and playing. I fully expect that, and something like this 16 to 20 shots, he's going to be probably the main scorer. And they get a good match with the Sacramento Kings, which is why all these guys are very much in play. Um, Montrez, they're going to need him to score, and he gets a really good matchup. Even though he's been awful lately, like this is going to be a lot of pick and roll, I think, with him. Um, yeah, and like so, obviously the bench will be a little different. Markeith will play, Caldwell Pope will play, but that's really the only difference. Um, we'll look at this other game, which was a lot the same. We just saw there's just no Schroeder in this one, but 40 minutes from Kuzma. Caldwell Pope did play this one. 41 from Horton Tucker. I'm not. He's kind of the X factor this slate to me, mainly because there's going to be a lot of value here. But he has a chance to be the best value. I don't know if he necessarily if he doesn't start, he probably won't be worth the risk. But if he starts, like I think he's going to get under owned. Um, honestly, same with Kuzma because he sat out last night. I think he's going to get under owned too at their price points. And I think that Montrez is going to get under owned as well because of how bad he's been. But I think this is a smash spot for all three of them. They're going to be very under or probably under owned just because um, they're a 10 o'clock game against Sacramento. So I just think that all these guys are really smash plays and they're kind of like in awkward spots. It's going to be pretty punt or star scrub slate heavy. And I think that those three, I think there's one more. Yeah, they also didn't play this one, but Quinn Cook was playing in this one. Um, I don't know what that was, but yeah, like you can see here, actually they played, but Kuzma I think is going to be very busy tonight and is a very tempting price point. So those three are so four, I guess. Montrez, Schroeder, Horton Tucker, Kuzma. I have a lot of interest in those four. As kind of like my looking for GPP winner type guys. Um, so the next game that I'm really going to be targeting is this Houston Rockets Toronto Raptors one. Or I don't know what the Toronto Raptors against Detroit Pistons. Sorry, I'm looking at this box score. Mainly because they got hit really hard with COVID here. We know there's no Fred VanVleet, no OG Anunoby, no Pascal Siakam. Um, so they're very limited as well. I think that you're pretty much locking Kyle Lowry as well. So I'll also say this: you're going to lock James. I'm locking James Harden, all the value. You get the revenge narrative going back to Houston. No KD, like he's just playing insane basketball right now. I'm playing him no matter what. Um, but then the rest of these guys. So Kyle Lowry is pretty close to a lock for me. I expect 40 minutes or so. Norman Powell in a small forward position that isn't great. I'm probably definitely playing him as well. Like him or Kuzma, I want to play both, but it's going to be interesting to see how my lineup ends up finishing. Um, I'm gonna guess they start Chris Boucher again. They really need offense. I expect he could even creep up to 35, 40 minutes. They just need offense, and he's very, very talented offensively and defensively. Um, so those three, I think, are going to be very leaned on for this team. So then, where it gets interesting is like the secondary pieces for them. Like I think that any of Malachi Flynn, Terrence Davis, Matt Thomas, DeAndre Bemery, Watanabe, Stanley Johnson, like all these guys are very in play here for the shorthanded team. It's going to be like, I don't know who they're going to start. I would guess that they start Bembry, Kyle Lowry, Norman Powell, and then maybe like, I don't like, I could see, I'm going to guess Stanley Johnson and then Chris Boucher. They could start literally any of the combos. Luckily, they're the first game, so we'll have that out of the way. Um, if Terrence Davis were to start, I like him a lot. I actually like him a lot either way. Um, Bembry, same way. Don't He's not like a super active guy for the Raptors, but he's probably going to be more active than he's been because of the depth. And we saw him play 40 minutes the other night when they were missing guys, so I have a lot of interest in him as well. The final breakdown of the slate is going to be with no Luka Doncic. I think Jalen Brunson's pretty much a lock. He's been really, really good. I expect him to play close to 40 minutes, and he's literally like is going to dominate the usage. I'm going to guess pick and rolls with him and Porzingis. I think that Hardaway Jr. is very much in play now. I think that Josh Richardson is very much in play now. But Jalen Brunson and Porzingis are the two I have the most interest in. The thing that's tough for me with Porzingis is the fact that he's been not great and he's really priced up. So like if I'm locking in Kyle Lowry, James Harden, um, and like a lot of these mid-range guys, it's kind of tough for me to get up to Porzingis, but he has 60-point upside in his matchup against OKC. Um, Brunson's going to be the one that you want to focus your lineups on from that game. But the whole team is very much in play. That's why I'm going to go back to say if you score 315 points, don't be surprised if you don't catch this slate. Like it's going to be a monster scoring slate. Probably this year has been like chalk bust after chalk bust. But with all the news, I guess I say this all the time. I don't expect it tonight, but I just think that there is a lot of guys that are going to really smash here. And a lot of cheap guys like Horton Tucker and the Raptors guys, who I think have very high potential here. So yeah, that's going to do it. Just make sure you're around for these starting lineups. They're going to be crucial tonight. If you want to go GPP, like that Lakers game, I'm expecting it's going to get under-owned. And that's going to be one that I think has some massive scores. So, and honestly, you can run it back on the other side with Sacramento. Like De'Aaron Fox is going to be in a smash spot. Marvin Bagley is going to have no. He's a little priced up, but he's going to have no issue scoring in this one. Rashawn Holmes is going to feast if he gets his minutes. So yeah, just a lot of really high GPP guys in that last game, especially with all the chalk that's going to be going on. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys at lock later.